What's up, y'all? It's your boy, George the Weatherman. Today, not too long ago, maybe 30 minutes ago, major hurricane, I should say, Melissa has intensified at landfall, 185 sustained, gusting over 220 miles. I know it's insane. Please, for the prayers of God, the ones that are in Jamaica, I hope they're going to be okay. But this is pretty intense. Not intense as you think, but it's hard to say. November storms like Wilma back in 2005. This one's insane. Not Jamaica. Melissa is at pressure of 892 millibars, 185 miles an hour, moving at 9 miles. So we're gonna continue. Hope you enjoy. Please hit that like button and make sure you have to subscribe. So let's get right to it. As you know, Melissa, it's insane, dude. The eye that goes over. This is a well-defined storm. The grayish and round. This is all eye walls. Forget about the dirty side, please. I want to let you know that Jamaica is not the only landfall you're going to expect. You probably think it's going to weaken light a little bit. But I have to say, ocean heat continent right here, you're looking in between Cuba and Jamaica. There's still more to go. But you still see a lot of patches of blue where that intensification is. But my God, there is more to go. We're going to see a Cat 5 still. I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, who are watching this video, but this will stay as a Category 5 hurricane. Maybe in more than this, dude. This could weaken a landfall, but I don't think so, dude. This is going to be insane. I have to say this is nasty. It will weaken to the Category 4, but I'm saying this will stay as a Category 5 still, because back to where we're going on ocean heat content, we're looking closer right here. This is a lot of ocean heat, a lot of extreme warm waters. I don't think it will weaken, and maybe until it passes Cuba, but we do see a lot of about 100 to 125 kilojoules, I think they call it, but I think once it gets to the green, maybe like where the Bermuda is, for goodness sakes, anyone in Cuba and Bermuda and Turks and Caicos, please pay attention, because that is going to be, it's going to be a chilling moment, because you probably thought y'all are going to think, well, it's going to hit, it's going to weaken, but no, still, a major hurricane to a Cat 3 or Cat 2, it's still bad. So you probably think, I understand I'm out of breath, but I'm seeing it could make, instead of a 4, it could just strengthen to a Cat 5, make it landfall in Cuba. I'm just saying, I don't want to freak you guys out, but this hype is insane. Probably a weaken to a 4 or 3 when it gets out of Cuba. There is more ocean heat, but I think this will strengthen the entire time once it passes so many landfalls. We do see Bahamas just now looks like it used to be a tropical storm warnings, where there's a hurricane warning. So yeah, 92 millibars is pretty insane since Hurricane Gilbert in 1988, Harvey in 2017. But what am I thinking about that? Because they have floods like that. Jamaica is going to be the worst hurricane that has directed first time in history. So right now we're going to check some severe weather and stuff, but we do have a little cold front coming in. We do have some extreme high winds, somewhere around 40 gusts and 50 miles in the western plains, Texas from Kansas and Nebraska. Florida could see here with some gusty ones a little bit. I see there's Melissa by the Turks and Caicos going through Bahamas. And Bermuda, I was supposed to say, but yeah, Bermuda is going to be bad though too. On 69, that is pretty strong since Hurricane Imelda that directly impacted Bermuda from the west side to the east side. That's going now. Melissa's going from the north from the south side. So this is something right there. But we do have another cold front by the beginning of November, another system, and another system. You know that winter, the storms and severe weather. It's probably coming back, but European model is showing the same a little bit. But some cold front. It'll be a cold front, but there could be a tropical system by the offshore by Florida, Alabama, not Alabama, yeah, Alabama, Mississippi, and Mississippi. Probably just a weak tropical storm, maybe or tropical depression. Probably no tropical storm. I'm pretty wrong for that, but icon model. This is 12Z. It's just updated. 10 millimeters. That's the lowest winds. But yeah, it is pulling by the cold front. But there was some models showing it was going more east, to avoid Bermuda. But I'm feeling that this is going to be somewhat in history that never seen so far. But we'll look for Canadian model. After the couple cold fronts, we could see some very good cool temperatures. So in dry air. So there is something you have to watch out for dry air because wildfire season's coming up. I'm sorry for everyone's in California. I know you're being unaware. I heard I know y'all had the worst wildfire in history in California. Sadly, I'm so sorry if you're watching this, but here we go. There we go. 892, we're looking at the H. Worth ones. There's a lot of pink in this too, so see here we go. 921 gets out of here. It is still going to be a Cat 5, I told you, but it's going to be pretty insane. Probably a Cat 2, Cat 3 getting Turks and Caicos. There's a Bermuda. I keep saying Bermuda. I keep saying Bahamas, not Bermuda. Sorry about that, y'all, but yeah, Bermuda. This is going to be a very something like that what you had from Melda, but something worse. I'm sorry, y'all, but this hurricane is insane. Okay? So, 10 millimeter low line winds. This is still bad. I cannot believe it, but I'm freaking out a little bit. Sorry about that, but this is some random hype. I know we can't hype it more than this than we're expected, but see, this is going to be pretty bad. So, we're going to go ahead and look at one of the models real quick and hitting model here. Atlantic. We're going to check some models already. Here's a batch of members for Melissa, sorry, but so we had this other system right there coming off after the cold front. It's loading a little bit. We have one outlier going to the east, close to Haiti and stuff. One's hitting a little bit closer to the west, not closer to mid central of Cuba. And there's something right here. Here's an outlier. I do not pay attention to that you're looking at, but we can see something coming from this. They call it the hurricane grave. I think they call it because there's no hurricanes really, but this one is really gonna come out rising from the grave, alive in themselves. 0Z. So this is where it's gonna go. Yeah, this is really grouped right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is pretty known to be even that Bermuda. Bermuda. I think I have a bad feeling for y'all too, if you're wondering, but it's gonna be a doozy. I know some of y'all just had Melissa. Not Melissa, I'm sorry. I'm messing up bad today. Sorry, guys, but Imelda. So 0Z26. I don't have